Hello people with dreadlock, Archie here, Baldo with a 13-month update. So I'll just do a quick show real quick. Anyways, figured I'm gonna break this, not this, but this update into two videos, and this one's just gonna be on what's going on in the situation. So the hair has pretty much reached what I call the maturity point, or what most people would call a maturity point. That's normally reached around the 12-month mark if you assist it in any way, shape, or form. So they're at that point. However, there's a lot of loose hair that just is not anywhere still, and a lot of it was just new growth. So because of the maturity of the locks, that new growth is having a harder time tangling with it just because it's so tight, as opposed to me thinking back 6, 7, 8 months, around that time, where everything was loose but tightening, so everything was just wrap real tight, grab anything. So with that in mind, looking back at that time, conjoining was very prevalent, and because I am going to be keeping them separated, I already had 2 Congos happen so early on that they just looked like one, but keeping them separated was kind of the thing I'm doing. And so my prediction is that that new growth, that hair that wasn't anywhere, it's competing with essentially with the tightening process. So it's growing and trying to lock in at the same time. I feel like the locks are tightening and tightening tighter at the same time, which is making it harder for new hair to join it. Up here, right? And so the best chances for that hair to start getting caught, it's either at the root or to work itself I'm gonna end up there and essentially wrap around here. So I think it's getting to that point where it could wrap around the diameter of an entire lock and potentially continue, knotting up, working with the other loose hair around there. However, I also feel like it's coming up on a stage where conjoining might be prevalent again, and I might have to actively do something about it if I want to prevent it. So the thing is, because the hair is growing long enough, like I said, the diameter and the distance between hair is just not being an issue, and I'm already starting to notice a lot of the loose hair actually tangling within itself. And that makes sense because a single strand has an easier time wrapping around another single strand than it would wrapping around an already formed lock. And with that in mind, let's see if I could explain this. Imagine there's the whole situation that I just explained is kind of happening, where loose hair is tangling everywhere, but I feel like this, my hands are loose strands, this is a possibility where this would tangle really tight on itself, which is part of the dragging process and great, but because it's crisscrossing like this and the length now allows it to tighten at different lengths, kind of getting the loops and all that stuff, that might lead to joining and or me having to rip it. And because I don't want to rip it and I don't want joining, I'm kind of reach out. What would you guys do? And if you're beyond this point, or if you're coming up to a point like this, or you just think my predictions ludicrous and it makes no sense, I don't know, let me know. Just kind of tell me what your experience with locks is, what you think of my prediction, and what would you do and why. Me personally, I kind of already crossed off the idea of maybe using the crochet hook. Once again, I'm reverting to my concept of damage, and I'm just not that good at it. So that's pretty much it. I know it's a good tool, I'm not good at it, and it is potentially damaging for the unexperienced person, which I would consider myself as. And I've conjured a few other ideas. Maybe I'll share them with you guys, but I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, Let me know. Like if you like, don't like if you don't like. Subscribe if you'd like to get more updates. Which at this point I'm contemplating like elongating it through like a 3-month mark, just to have a little bit more to show. However, given my prediction, I might for the next 3 months actually post something in there if I do something, and or if something ridiculous just happens, like wow, change. Like back at 6, 7, 8 months, change was noticeable. So, bitch moans and groans, those are welcome too. Just throw them down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys on the next update.